internet because a lot of bad things are happening to young kids and young minds, and their minds are being formed. And we have to do something about maybe what they're seeing and how they're seeing it, and also video games. I'm hearing more and more people say the level of violence on video games is really shaping young people's thoughts. And then you go the further step, and that's the movies. You see these movies, they're so violent, and yet a kid is able to see the movie if sex isn't involved, but killing is involved, and maybe they have to put a rating system for that.
What's going on, everybody? It's T Reaper and I'm back with another video. Okay, first off, I just want to let all my subscribers know I don't normally do videos like this, so if I suck at it, my bad. I try to stay away from politics as much as possible because people, not only are people so sensitive about what they do in their personal life, politics is kind of like that kind of hit or miss thing with people, especially if you hit someone on their beliefs, whether they're Republican or Democrat or Independent. But anyway, so in this whole thing where I'm referencing back to the shooting that happened a couple weeks ago where 17 kids were killed, and then Trump blames the whole violence in the youth of today on video games and movies, saying that, maybe they should put a rating system in that. Well, A, Mr. Trump, you're a dumbass because there's already a rating system for both video games and movies. B, you're a double moron because you're saying kids are allowed to see if a movie of violence is involved but sex isn't involved. No, you're a moron because the parents are the ones that allowed the kids to see those movies. A kid, a 13-year-old can't go up to an usher or a cashier and ask for a rated R ticket without a parent or guardian present. So technically speaking, it's not really video games and movies that are influencing people. It's probably the course of bad parenting. Now, I understand that most, parents, they have a hard day at work. They, legitimately want, their kids to be occupied as much as possible because they don't legitimately want to be bothered with their bullshit, especially if they're, over the age of 17 and they just want their kids to be doing something and be preoccupied. I get that. But to blatantly and totally, obnoxiously assume that video games are causing, the youth of today to pick up guns and go kill people, movies are doing the same, I think that's just asinine and totally fucking retarded. But it just shows how stupid this dude is because the dude said, oh, there should be a rating system for that. And technically we already have one. It's just the fact that how it's being ignored is the main cause of the main problem. I was legitimately watching Coffee and Casuals today. Shout out to O Snaps and Xbox 448 and Mr. Boomstick. They did a really great show and they touched on this topic a little bit. And in reality, if you don't want kids playing violent video games, don't buy them the fucking video game. If you don't want kids seeing violent movies and fucking watching porn on their freaking computer, it's called blocking that content on the freaking browsing history. Parents have to be smarter with their children because children today are a lot smarter than the generation before it. They legitimately know how to get around certain things that their parents do because they're a lot more educated and they're a lot more intelligent than what my generation was when we were a kid. Parents are just blatantly assuming their kids don't know how to fix a computer, even though they go to school and they probably learn about in tech class or how to change the browsing history or how to erase the browsing history, or how to sneak into a rated R movie. And I think it's partially I think it's you have to crack down on rating systems. You have to make parents self-aware of what is in these movies, so if they take their kids to go see a rated R movie, or they they buy them a game like GTA, you have to tell the parents, be warned, GTA, you can legitimately walk in straight into a strip club. You can legitimately go off and just kill people randomly. Now, of course, in closing, I want to say that if the kid has a well-developed mind, he's already intelligent beyond his years, none of this stuff is really going to matter because in reality, the kid knows right from wrong. But there are some stupid children out there that legitimately don't know right from wrong, and they will legitimately, if they're feeling depressed or they're feeling angry about a certain issue at home or in the community that they live and breathe, then they're gonna go out and do some really freaking heinous shit. And in the end, I think it comes down to parenting your kid right. I think it's about influence, and I also think that you gotta stop blaming other things for for the issues that are being involved, because as studies show, that's not the case anymore. That if anything, video games help distract children. They don't they don't consume violence, and they don't incite violence. So just a message to our president, as dumb as he may be, might want to look up what you say before you say it on national television. And that's just what I have to say for this week. If you guys like this type of video, leave a like in the comment section below, and give me a shout out in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I legitimately complaining, or is our president of this United States just a freaking moron? I think about 80% of people would actually agree with that. But this is T Reaper. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.